after I straightened up the house and worked out and everything, I just started feeling so bad. So I've just been like laying on the couch. Didn't get to get my chapter 3 finished. I was hoping to at least get halfway done, but it's 165 slides and I'm only like 30 or 40 slides into it. So I still have a ton more, but I just don't feel good. I just feel absolutely freezing. I just laid on the couch just with blankets and I was just like shaking. I was so cold. I'm afraid I might be getting a cold maybe. My friend wants me to come over tomorrow and help her with some things, so I don't know how I'm going to be feeling in the morning. But I haven't been sleeping well since Jason was gone. So maybe tonight I'll get a good night's rest and hopefully in the morning I will feel good. I hope it's not COVID or anything like that. I've not got COVID yet, I don't think. At least if I have, it wasn't that bad. I didn't even get sick. But yeah, I mean, I've only been around one person this week, so it's not like I've really been around a bunch of people, and I wear my mask at the grocery store, so I don't know. My hair still looks good, but time to mosey down to the airport, which is awful. It's gonna take me probably over an hour because the airport is so far from us, and not just that, the traffic here in the interstates are so bad, and it's right during kind of rush hour traffic. At least it's Friday, so sometimes Fridays have less rush hour traffic because people who can work from home like maybe one day a week usually pick like Monday or Friday to work from home. So at least it won't be like a 2-hour drive, but I think it will be over an hour. So I need to head down there and sit at the cell phone lot and wait for him to call me, and maybe I'll have him drive back. I don't know. I just want to like try to nap or something, which I couldn't really nap. I just laid in there for like on the couch for like over an hour, and I don't think I really fell asleep, but it was just nice to like have my eyes closed and stuff. So it has been an ordeal to come down here. Oh my gosh, it was an hour and 40 minutes. There was an hour backup because of a wreck. Of course, out here 10 months out of the year we get rain. As soon as it rains, no one knows how to drive, and they all end up in a wreck, and it's always backed up when it rains. So, and of course I'm not feeling great, so all the way down here, like I was just like, oh my gosh, I was getting cold chills. I had my jacket on, I put on my really warm fuzzy boots. So for like probably an hour or so, like I was just like, it was just stop and go traffic, like pretty much just like 5 miles per hour, which is fine because I could just like lay my head like this and just like close my eyes for a few seconds and then move forward and then stop, you know, because that's how it is when you're in bumper to bumper traffic. And then I started just getting like super overheated. And of course, when I started out, my water, I set it in the middle of my console, and as soon as I took off, because I wasn't paying attention, then it fell. And so it was like rolling around the back and I couldn't reach it. And I started getting so thirsty and I started feeling so overheated and my head started feeling so weird. But I didn't want to like take my eyes off the road and like the steering wheel and stuff and like take my jacket off, because that's a lot. And so I don't know, I hope I'm not getting sick. I hate being sick. I haven't been sick in years. And then I almost had 2 panic attacks right when I was getting close to here, and I was like, I was just feeling like awful, like my whole body's just hurting, all my muscles, and I just wanted to cry, and I was like, nope, like just pay attention to the car ahead of you, like get the breathing under control, like you will make it there. So now I'm in the cell phone lot. I still have to make it 2 arrivals. Oh my gosh, I hope Jason drives home because it's still another 40-50 minutes there, and I really want some nice cold boba. Oh, he's calling me. I gotta go. Garden update time. Here is my asparagus or broccoli. I don't know which one, but it looks like it's doing something. Maybe broccoli. I have quite a few plants doing this, so kind of exciting. Also, my squash or zucchini now. It's looking wonderful. And I do believe that a lot of these buds are flowers, as you can see right here. They're starting to turn yellow, but there's way too many in this container. I need to I don't have any more big containers though. I need to sell some of these, I think. I might sell some to my friend. I told her like $5. She seemed to think it was a lot, I think. Oh look! I just hope it's not bolting, because my spinach, even though it's barely been producing, it's starting to bolt right here. So I picked off all I could, and I pulled this off too to kind of like slow it down. It's not even hot either. I'm so confused because it's actually been really cold here for the Pacific Northwest. It's been like in the 50s. So it's actually been quite chilly for the summertime. Here's another one here. Something going on there. This one's doing really good. He has such big leaves. These are peppers right here, this one and this one. I pulled some of them out because they were all in here. And there's just too many in this container. I probably need to pull out maybe a couple more. And I guess sell them. My tomato, I pulled off the lower, like really tiny leaves on a lot of the tomatoes. That way they can put all their focus into root production and then also just getting bigger, more mature. And then this is my squash or zucchini. Not sure. I think this one might actually be zucchini though, because of that. I don't know what's on here. I think a bird pooped on it. I don't know. But this is a very nice big flower. It looks so nice. I don't know if this one's the male or the female flower. So we don't know if it's going to produce anything. More tomatoes in here. Looking good. All my tomatoes are actually everything I bought. I bought organic heirloom seeds. So I hope they turn out tasting really good. Really excited about the squash and zucchini because, man, they're doing so good. They're getting so big. I love their giant leaves right here. Like, they don't care that it's been cold. They don't care if it's cold or hot or whatever. They're just happy. They're just producing their buds and hopefully me some vegetables soon. Oh boy. I think my poor anthurium has been getting too cold because it's gotten down to the 50s and potentially 40s. This one too, he's gotten cold damage. The monstera, this bigger one, he seems to be doing good though. He's fine. I watered him. Fernie, I put him out here. He's just been so sad over the winter. He got way too elongated. But I hope this anthurium does, hope he bounces back and that he produces some flowers because the hummingbirds absolutely love him. He was covered in pink blossoms last year and the hummingbirds were always coming onto the balcony and going to it. So hopefully he comes back. Alright, I am headed to meet a lady I met on Facebook. I don't know where I need to go. And I wasn't sure where to park, so I just parked in this one parking lot that I found. It has like multiple little shops and stuff. Oh my gosh, look at that. Do y'all see the mountain over there? Oh, it's just beautiful. Maybe we should walk that way. I came here early, but it ended up taking so long to get here, like an hour and a half. So I'm not like too early. I'm like 30 minutes early only. So I don't have much time to study. I'm just gonna maybe get comfortable. It's such a pretty day today. This is so pretty. So it's like a little grocery store here. And then little tacos close to the pool. Let's see if I can get this view there. Maybe there's some stairs going down. I don't see any on the other side. But I'm hooked at. I'm trying to get down to this area. Oh, there it goes over there. It's not too bad. I love the view of the mountain. Isn't it just gorgeous? It's so pretty. It's a really nice breeze blowing. I'm actually a little bit on the cold side now. Which is good because I accidentally forgot to put deodorant on this morning. So that was not too great. Especially being today's 75, so it's like the first like, actual like warm day. Oh, I think it's where I'm going. The Jewel Box. Yes, that is where I'm going. Right. I guess we'll cross the street here. I'll take outdoor seating. Good thing about my sunscreen, so if I need to, I can reapply it. I know when I visited, there wasn't really a lot of indoor seating. It was really busy. So maybe I could probably be sitting outside. I probably should have got my hat.
What, the before?
So pretty. I'm getting ready to go to a little community barbecue that we're having here at the apartment. And today I found out about the Roe v. Wade getting overturned. So I think I'm gonna make a video talking about all of that. And I've been super busy. I've been trying to complete one chapter of real estate, studying each day. So now that I'm re-reviewing everything, and I'm hoping I'll take my test in about 2 weeks. So hopefully I pass. My garden is doing amazing. Molly's extra barky today. I went to a coffee shop and met somebody running for, I think, senator or something like that. So he was very chatty. So we had good conversation, and he was all for Bitcoin and trying to just get that pushed and some other things. And I found out my favorite coffee shop is very hyper religious downtown Mill Creek. So I don't know how I feel about going and supporting them, because I don't really want to support hyper religious activists that are trying to undermine our human rights and trying to impose their crazy fairy tale beliefs into law and impose them on other people. So I don't know if I'll be going there anymore, but so it was kind of sad. And he was even telling me, the guy I was talking to, he was even telling me, don't wear an atheist shirt into the coffee shop. Like, don't talk about it. Don't tell anyone how everybody who goes there and frequents there, they're very hyper religious, and the people they hire are super religious, and just everything. He said they'll make your life difficult if they knew you were atheist. And I'm like, what? This is totally crazy. He said it's like a gang mentality there. I just didn't even know, but I knew that there was something about this coffee shop. Every time I go, it's super busy, and it's always full of these Chad, you know, that kind of like looking people, always very young, in college or high school, always full of these kids. And I'm like, what's going on? There's not like we're near a university or a college. And so I asked people, I'd be like, is it like a bunch of like, is this like the hangout for school kids? Like, what is going on? Now I know it's probably youth group. It's probably the indoctrination and the way that they really try to get kids involved in these super hyper religious communities. So that's what's going on, which is super disturbing, by the way. But I think I'm getting too much into this. We need to have I just need to make some videos about this, because I'm ready to just get it out there, and I'm tired of being silenced and quieting myself, even though I am from a hyper religious area where I had to kind of keep my ideas, opinions, thoughts to myself. But I don't want to have to do that anymore, especially online. I want to be authentic. I want to talk about things, and I think it's more important than ever for us who have these viewpoints to be talking about it. So that way other people like us can feel more comfortable talking about it, and maybe we can plant some seeds of knowledge into people who are not thinking rationally and logically. I can only hope. We are getting ready to go bike again. This time we're gonna head over to Woodinville, probably from the Bothell landing area. And today's gonna be a really hot day. It's supposed to be in the 80s, which we've not had a super hot day like this in, I think we had one yesterday, but I stayed inside because I was studying. But today is the first day it's gonna be like super hot, and I'm gonna be out in it. So I'm not sure I would put on this little like tank top, and I put on a lot of sunscreen, my Korean sunscreen, which I'm loving because it feels like I'm not wearing icky, goopy, you know, sunscreen, how sunscreen usually feels. But we should go ride our bikes, and we'll take Molly for a walk later because she was really sad. I wish there was like a bike for dogs, because she would totally love that. She wants to go bike with us, and we're gonna ride probably like 6 miles. We're gonna ride over to a coffee shop, and Jason wants to get food before we go, because we haven't, well, he eats out a lot. I don't eat out a lot. Together we don't eat out a lot. So he was like, well, it's not a waste of money, because I was like, it's a waste of money to be eating out so much, but we only do it like maybe once a week or less together. So he wants to do that, so we're gonna go do that. So this morning I have so many broccoli and Brussels sprouts, and I don't know if they're going to be able to make anything because it's starting to get warm now. So I tried taking the leaves and sauteing it along with my spinach over here. I picked a bunch of spinach and I sauteed it with my eggs, and it was actually really good this morning. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. But I did notice today, look at this. What does that look like? This looks like we have a broccoli forming. So kind of exciting. I don't know how big it's gonna get. Probably, it's gonna stay probably small because with me, I planted these in April, and I probably should have planted them in like February, or yeah, probably February. So they would be making broccoli right now because it's just too warm. Even though it's cold out here, it's just still too warm for them. And these are doing so good. This is my squash. I noticed the difference. Squash leaf versus the zucchini leaves. I think the zucchini leaves have this white stuff on them. And I think this is squash versus zucchini. My squash is doing so nice. Well, my zucchini as well. Both of these are doing really, really good. I think it's not going to make anything yet. I think these are just the flowers that are male flowers, just to draw in pollinators. But I still tried to pollinate them with a paintbrush because I don't know if I'm getting enough pollinators coming by, just to make sure.